You're listening to the Stallion Radio Network.
Welcome to Movie Talk. I like to live dangerously.
Did you hear this?
Yes.
In the face.
And here are your hosts, Brian Seals, Brett Seals, and Vic Vasquez.
Introduce a little anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, and you know the thing about chaos. It's fair. And welcome to a brand spanking new edition of Movie Talk.
What was all that gibberish, Brian?
It was all jibber jabber.
It was all jibber jabber. No, it's a new edition on Movie Talk Radio.
Yes. A quote
Movie
to
quote.
open the show off
And,
each week.
We'll give you a little time to think about what that quote's from.
Yeah,
and
because that's a hard one.
Yeah, we'll reveal it before the end of the show.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
That was
That was pretty bad.
That was a good one.
No, that was a good one.
That was pretty good.
It's usually better than that.
All right, but today is
Jitter.
Next time you gotta like pause and be like, it's all part of the plan.
that was pretty good. Now everyone knows what it's from.
Well, obviously, I mean,
Good job,
unless you
Brian.
have not seen that movie, which I doubt anyone has, unless you're a monk or religious or I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, that too.
I really hope people appreciate this particular edition of Movie Talk Radio because we went through a lot of trouble just to bring it to
Yeah,
you.
so you better download this bad boy.
Yeah, because
It's now 11:09.
yeah, and we're
Brett's on his fourth cup of coffee.
yeah, it's just, and I didn't spill it this time, but it's all over Vic's paper here.
Probably
So
post that too.
yeah, just take a picture of it later. But today is September 24th, and on this day in history, in 1934, Brian, you were born on this day, because Jim Henson, who created shows like The Muppets and Sesame Street, and voiced characters such as Kermit the Frog and Ernie, was born on this day in Greenville, Mississippi. He would have been 79 years old today. A legend. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm not gonna do it this time.
Oh, come on.
Because it took too long.
But you're so...
Kermit the Frog is for children only, and it's 11 o'clock at night. Come on.
Yeah, children are... It's way past their bedtime.
It's Skinemax
It's a school
time.
night. All right, no Kermit. This is the only time that Brian will
Kermit
turn down
is
to do
doing
an
blow
impersonation.
right now. If you ever watched the YouTube clip where he's
Oh, yeah.
doing blow and then talking dirty to Miss Piggy.
Yeah, I've heard it. But 4 years later, in 1938, Warner Brothers released one of the very first cartoons of Porky Pig. It was called Porky in Wacky Land. It was a 7-minute short. 1930, I didn't know that they actually had those shorts back then. 1938. That's when it started.
That's a voice that's hard to do.
Yeah, good luck.
B to B, B to B. That's all, folks.
That's not bad. I'll give
There
it.
you go.
1 year later, in 1939, Carl Laemmle, the man who founded Universal Pictures, died of a heart attack in Los Angeles, California. Very tragic. Founder of Universal Pictures, which is one of the most prestigious movie studios in Hollywood today.
Sad.
And it's a terrible way to end on this day in history because that's all that happened on this day.
Well, also
in
on
cinema
this
history.
day,
You're
some
gonna save it.
DVD releases.
Brian's gonna save the day.
Yes. We have two to talk about. Both of them pretty damn good. Marvel's Iron Man 3,
Yeah.
now out on...
I haven't
Store
seen
near you.
any of the Iron Man movies, so I
And it's
really...
got Sir Ben Kingsley in it.
Yeah, that was really a surprise addition.
Yes.
It was really surprising.
Good
for-
role.
Yeah, he did.
Very good.
You can say he had two roles
Yeah, he did.
without giving away too much, but he played both really.
I knew of
You know,
the
really well,
I knew
so.
I knew of the two roles, so it wasn't a spoiler. So it's okay.
It's not just for you, man. It's for the people.
Yes, the
Spoiler,
people.
spoiler alert.
Well,
Avoided.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm the only one in the world that probably hasn't seen Iron Man 3.
No. Amish people again.
Amish people.
Amish, yeah.
Also out on DVD, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. See, I want to know if this is the one that I heard about a couple months ago.
That comes with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, that comes with. I wish.
I would have freaking pre-ordered that shit a long time ago if that was the case.
Oh, Anne
But
Hathaway.
the one that I read that was $300. That's crazy. That's.
Who the hell's got $300?
Yeah, about $350.
see, I found, like I said, I saw the one on Amazon Blu-ray, all 3 movies, $33.
You see, I would get this because it's got a lot of special features that are not on any other DVDs, but I already have the movies.
I just bought Dark Knight Rises because it was, I think, $10 from Blu-ray. So I was like, dude,
$10?
yeah, it was.
Yeah, they're
Damn.
yeah, they're not expensive anymore. They're they kind of dropped down.
I know. I bought a Blu-ray for $7 today.
I've been buying a lot of Blu-ray movies lately.
Blu-ray is the future. It's the future, man. It really is.
Like, I'm sure if I freaking left earlier today for work, I probably would have bought a couple, probably like Pineapple Express, because it's like $9.99.
Yeah, how can you pass up great prices like that?
Yeah.
Best Buy had buy one get one free not that long ago.
Well, too bad we don't
Yeah.
have Best Buy anymore. Tragic loss right there.
Well, yeah, but those are now out in a store near you, so definitely pick those up. The box office results are in, and
We suck at this apparently.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if it's not one movie, it's like a couple movies that just screw me over.
Looking back on when...
I should just not even predict anymore. I should just give up.
Yeah, we really should. But looking back on when we used to get like consecutive weeks in a row,
Oh, we would,
how
like-
the hell did we do that? I don't know how we did that. There was times
I
when
think
we got like
lost our
3 weeks
touch.
in a row. Yeah.
I think we lost our mojo.
I don't know.
As Austin Powers would say.
It all has to do with, going with your gut. If you have a gut feeling, and I don't know about this week. I really... Because there's some good movies that are coming out this week, but let's get to the box office results.
Number 10 was Planes, which made 2.7. At number 9, The Wizard of Oz. Re-released on IMAX and 3D, made $3 million even. At number...
Good, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
At number 8 was Riddick, which made 3.6.
Way down there.
Big drop.
Yeah, dropped severely. Number 7 was The Butler, which made 4.1. At number 6 was We're the Millers, which made 4.5. Number 5 was Battle of the Year, which made 4.6. Number 4 was Instructions Not Included, which made 5.3.
That one's still going strong too. Actually.
Yeah, believe it or not. Number 3 is The Family, which made 7 even. At number 2 was Insidious Chapter 2, which made 13.8. And at number 1 was Prisoners, which made 20.8, which we saw.
Yes. And it was actually a very good movie. The few plot holes in there, but I mean, beside that, it was a very good thriller. I enjoyed it. It kept you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, definitely a good movie. Very similar to, like I said, it reminded me of Mystic River a little bit.
There was, like I said, it was predictable. I didn't really care for the ending a whole lot, but
That seems to be going around.
Yeah.
The whole not liking endings.
yeah, we'll
Yes,
get
which we'll get into
talk
that
about it.
here in just a minute.
But Jake Gyllenhaal, great actor.
Damn good actor.
Really got nothing against him a whole lot. Maybe Brokeback Mountain's the only thing that can come to my mind, but
Hey, he got nominated
he
for
did.
that.
Yes, I know. But and Prince of Persia. That's the other thing. But
Yeah, that one I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue that one.
But overall, he's
Yeah.
become really strong lately with
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Watch. Which
Yeah, that was a
I thought
great
was
movie.
Amazing.
yeah, but
Bubble Boy, of course. I forgot he was in that movie, and I was like,
I'm trying to
Bubble
remember
Boy.
one of those characters' name. It was like a weird name, like Punani or
oh yeah, I know it.
Punani.
What's his name? Danny Trejo was in it. Machete.
Yeah.
Of course. He kept trying to stab people, calling them vatos.
Yeah,
It was,
it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
There was Pappy, the old man. Remember
Yeah.
Pappy? But
Fucking weird ass
the
movie.
problem I had with Jake Gyllenhaal in Prisoners was the aggressive blinking.
Well, actors tend to overact sometimes.
And
It happens.
I mean, I read the article about, preparing for the role, and he said it just came to him. He said the tattoos kind of, built into the backstory, like, he was kind of like a delinquent when he was younger, so he understood crime. That's why he became a detective, sort of. But I don't know. I felt like he kind of overacted a little bit with the constant blinking. But other than that, I mean, Hugh Jackman was great. Paul Dano played a really good creep.
Klitzy's moving on
Yeah,
up.
his just the low voice, the way. I mean, my God, I guarantee you he's going to be nominated for an Academy Award someday.
I'm surprised he hasn't already, because honestly, like, he's done movies, like, when he was in that movie There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis, oh my God.
And he played two different roles. He played brothers, but
Yeah, but
he
still,
worked with
like,
Robert De Niro, Tom Cruise, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's definitely surrounding himself with great talent, and it's rubbing off.
yes, he has.
But a great movie, I think, thriller of the year so far.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We're going to move into the news now. We're going to talk about some television stuff. Something we usually don't do, but we're going to try to do as much as possible now.
Yeah, we've been doing it a little bit consistently the past few weeks.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Dexter, series ending
Yeah.
Finale.
The shirt. So.
Yeah,
I'm
won
wearing the shirt. I'm supporting Dexter because
Very
honestly,
fitting.
a lot of people were disappointed in the ending.
That you're gonna get when Breaking Bad ends this Sunday. There's gonna be people who
Oh
don't
yeah,
like
I
it.
guarantee it.
You can't satisfy everybody.
I mean, yeah, I'm not like really upset or mad about people's got opinions. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But comparing it to the worst series finale since in TV history since Seinfeld, like really, you're gonna compare it to Seinfeld?
Two totally different types of shows. I mean, Dexter's like a hardcore drama, and Seinfeld, it was kind of like it seemed like a comedy sitcom. It just didn't.
It's
Yeah,
a show about nothing.
I'm
right?
just
Yeah, it
I'm
really
puzzled
was.
by the comparison.
There wasn't a continuous storyline. It was every episode was different.
Yeah,
Continuous was Kramer.
Yeah, yeah.
Sliding.
That was the best part of the show.
I mean honestly, like to me personally, I loved the ending. I even posted something on Facebook, and I had some responses. A lot of people liked it too from the responses I got.
but you even mentioned it had the highest ratings for any Showtime finale.
Yeah, it was the highest rating
So,
ever
that's
for
good.
Showtime because everyone was curious to see how it ended. But I mean, honestly, I think it ended the right way,
The probable way.
the probable
Yeah.
way. Yes.
And it all
It's like,
gets back to good writing.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away because you haven't seen it, all
Yeah.
of it. Vic hasn't seen all of it, but I mean, me personally, like, if anyone freaking, and I hope someone freaking comes to me and argues this, because I'll freaking straight up tell you why they ended it the right way.
I thought you were gonna cut him up like Dexter or something.
If I have to, I will.
Somebody comes over here.
I'm gonna cut him.
I will. If I have to, I will. I'll get I'll buy a boat, call it the Slice of Life, like he has in the series, and I'll do what he has to do if I have to.
But I guarantee you
So I'm
that
definitely buying that when it comes out on DVD. This whole series because
Yeah.
it was good.
I guarantee you we'll have a similar story about Breaking Bad next week probably. There's gonna be people any show
Well, I mean,
any show.
I mean, they compared it to Seinfeld. They're saying it was the worst like TV history in a long time. But honestly, I look at how The Sopranos was a disappointment. I
Yeah.
look how Lost was. I mean, it's like, did you guys really forget about those two? And
Yeah.
you're calling Dexter now?
I
Like,
didn't mind
really?
Lost.
Yeah, Lost wasn't.
I mean,
thought-
it wasn't a bad ending, but like honestly, they just like threw shit together.
The Sopranos was
Like, I mean, compared to like Lost's ending and Dexter, like Dexter was right on the money. It wasn't like just like here's some poo.
I thought he really
Deal
was
with
gonna reach back. I thought he was gonna.
he actually has something in his pocket. He planned it. No, Lost seemed a little predictable. Like I said, they didn't even know what the creators didn't know how it was going to end. They kind of just, all right, let's just come up with something. Sopranos was like a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Let
just
the
pitch
audience
black.
decide. Which, shows that do that all the time. Like we'll let you
See,
interpret
honestly,
how you
I
think
know
it
a lot of
ended.
people were wanting to happen, and because it didn't, a lot of people were upset. But honestly, I think the ending that they stuck with is the better way to go.
When you set expectations in your mind and it doesn't happen, of course you're gonna be let down. I have my own prediction of how I think Breaking Bad will end, and if that doesn't happen, then I'll probably just be disappointed. But that's gonna happen with every TV
I
show.
think as long as it's good, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's thought out, I guess. And
And it just makes me more curious to see like how the spinoff will be.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, I haven't seen the Dexter, but I mean, I don't know. People who have seen the show, they said they don't know where they're gonna go with it.
Well, I don't either. It's like honestly, like watching it, like I like really it blew me away, and it just like I said, it makes me curious to see where they're gonna go with the spinoff.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Like honestly, I like probably will rewatch it here soon. Like I said, when it comes out on DVD, like the complete series, I might rewatch them.
I really don't question Showtime shows or HBO shows.
Well, yeah, I don't question any.
The
either one
writing's
of them.
superb, so I mean, I haven't seen the show yet, but comparing it to Seinfeld is a little off the radar, I think. But
people got to complain about something, I guess.
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Everyone's,
if it's not
everyone's got a problem.
Ben Affleck being cast as Batman, it's something else.
They're probably going to send a petition to Obama about this.
Yeah, you guys are gonna always hear that because that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Moving away from Dexter, kind of still in the whole
Yeah.
television news, we're gonna talk about the Emmys.
Which
a little
was
bit.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris
Yeah.
hosted. I heard he did a pretty good job. I didn't watch.
Well, it's not the first time he's hosted the Emmys.
Yeah, but
He always does good.
but yeah, people.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, people like him as host. I don't think this will be the last time he hosts either.
No. Great show. Breaking Bad one.
Best drama. A lot of snubs.
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels.
Always happens. But really what I want to talk about is the tributes to the people that are no longer with us. They did a tribute for James Gandolfini. Eddie Falco came out and spoke. She played Mrs. Soprano. And then Jane Lynch did one for Corey Monteith, who was a part of the Glee cast. The problem I have with this is they mention Corey Monteith, actor passed away over a drug overdose.
Yeah.
A drug overdose. But there's people that get left out every year. Not just Emmys or the Golden Globes.
Academy Awards.
But, Academy Awards as well. It's like every award show. What kind of makes me mad...
Even the dead people get snubbed.
Exactly. What makes me mad is Corey Monteith, who died of a drug overdose, gets mentioned because he was on the show Glee. And then the girl that played Lori from that 70s show, Lisa Robin Kelly, I believe is her name, died also of a drug overdose. Does not get mentioned whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but that's just fucked up.
Not a pop-up.
Nothing.
Quick little picture.
Nada.
I mean, we talked about this when the Oscars happened, and the whole process. They have to, have a campaign. It's a long process to get their name on the list to be remembered. The other thing I just thought of is, maybe because that 70s show's been off the air, but that still shouldn't matter.
Well, yeah, honestly, a person's a person.
Yeah.
They're an actor.
James Gandolfini in Sopranos. It's been a while since that's been off the air, and
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know. I guess they didn't set up a campaign for her. I don't know, but
see that whole campaign stuff. Like when I heard, like even that's a joke. Come on.
yeah.
You should honor the people in the industry regardless. I mean, you don't have to have like somebody come out and talk about them all the time like they did with
the Emmys. Yeah.
But just show a video like they do the Oscars. Really, come on. I mean, look how bad it was when they freaking left Gene Siskel out from the Oscars.
Yeah.
That was a huge low blow in my eyes.
Yeah, there's always gonna future award shows. It's always gonna happen unless they change the way that works. But I think it's kind of ridiculous that you have to, have a campaign to get somebody on the list to be remembered. Like I said, you can't have, everybody who's passed away. If not, it would be like a 15-minute slideshow. But like, and it sounds bad to say, the people worth mentioning, but like they have people who are like sound technicians or something that's died, and they're on there or something. But I don't know. It's definitely it kind of falls under the category of inequality, sort of.
Yeah. But
it shouldn't take much to just
a quick picture of them and their name. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, how hard is that?
Yeah. Well, keeping on topic of the Emmys, Jeff Daniels, I mentioned, who won Best Actor in a Drama Series for The Newsroom. Aaron Sorkin, who is one of Hollywood's top writers. He won the Academy Award for The Social Network. He wrote Moneyball, which was nominated for many Academy Awards. He also was the creator of the once popular television show The West Wing, and of course he's the creator of The Newsroom, which it's just ended its second season. But he's questioning. He says he needs time to think about if he wants to return for a third season, which kind of puts the show in jeopardy a little bit. Him being creator and all. It's like, who would step in if he doesn't return?
Almost sounds like he's burned out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot on his plate. He's writing the Steve Jobs biopic, which I didn't know he was doing, but I mean, we just had Jobs.
Me personally, I mean, because I think this is actually one of the first time he's done a television project.
Well, besides The West Wing.
Besides The West Wing, yeah, but like, he's mostly done movies, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe television's just not his bag, baby.
Well, I mean, he did The West Wing it went like 60-something episodes, but I don't know. I mean, I've watched The Newsroom, and I haven't really got into it.
It's just one of those shows where it's like, it's good, not bad, but like, it's like, if it's gone.
I feel like it's too similar to The West Wing a little bit. And I don't know if maybe that's why he doesn't know, because he feels that it's, too similar to something he's already done before.
Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, because, yeah, it kind of does, like, if you think about it, another good comparison.
It's just got the same feel.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows where it gets recycled. I mean, you had ER, which lasted for how many fucking seasons there was, and now you got Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's hospital story. Same thing. Different character names, but come on.
I don't know, but I mean, especially after all the Emmys they were just nominated for. I mean, I'm sure HBO definitely wants a third season with or without Sorkin. I'm sure. I mean, obviously they want Sorkin back, but if you're,
I'm sure the cast wants another season. Too.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Jeff Daniels. I mean, he just won an enemy. An enemy.
He won an enemy.
He won an enemy. I'm an enemy because I think Bryan Cranston got snubbed, but he just won the Emmy for it. So I'm sure he wants to, reprise his role as Will McAvoy. But I don't know. If you're a fan of the Newsroom, I guess kind of up in the air right now about a third season. So, but I'm sure he'll come out with some sort of announcement soon about it. But I don't know.
Only 2 seasons in.
Yeah, 2 seasons. If it got canceled after, I mean, that'd be tragic.
It would be just like Ugly Betty. I mean, that was a popular TV series, and it just crashed and burned.
Yeah, and I don't even see her anymore. The actress.
Oh, she faded.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but
she's like Dickie Roberts.
Hey, that's not a bad movie.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying movie. It's like the character-wise.
Yeah, I got you. But speaking of Bryan Cranston, who in my opinion got robbed by Jeff Daniels, aside from the Lex Luthor rumor, which I'm praying to God is true, and I'm pretty sure it is, but
that's a lot of hair you have.
It is a lot of hair.
We will find out.
Yeah, we'll find out very soon.
I still gotta take that before picture just in case.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out after Breaking Bad concludes this Sunday. But he locked up another role, a biopic, which is something we're big fans of. Jay Roach is going to be directing it. It's about a blacklisted screenwriter named Dalton Trumbo, who was one of the premier screenwriters of his time. John McNamara wrote the script that will be called Trumbo, and it will tell the story of how the filmmaker was thrown in prison back in 1950 for not responding to questions during an interrogation from the House Committee on Un-American Activities, the government committee that worked to identify Americans with communist ties. During his career as one of the highest paid writers in Hollywood, Trumbo wrote a number of classics, including Stanley Kubrick's Spartacus, Frank Lee Schaffner's Papillon, and William Wyler's Roman Holiday. His writing credit for the last in the list was only restored in 2011, so he was long gone before he even got credit for that one. But he wrote that.
Damn.
He was blacklisted too.
Yeah, but 3 really good movies right there that he wrote. So I mean, a pretty big role for Bryan Cranston playing a historical figure in
biopic movies. They
cinema.
do sell. They sell.
I still see him as the dad from
Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah. I kind of forget, and then I forgot about King of Queens. He made a couple cameos on King of Queens, and and while I was catching up on Breaking Bad, I watched Saving Private Ryan, and he was in that movie, and I didn't know that. I was like, oh my God, that's Bryan Cranston.
He pops in.
Yeah, but
I don't know, like, oh my God.
But he's turning into a really good actor.
If you do lose your hair, by the way, like the next time, I'm going to be playing the theme song of Breaking Bad.
Good, because that theme song is badass.
I won't even call you Brad. We'll start calling you Heisenberg if you lose your hair.
I've actually considered if I do lose my hair, I'll just be Heisenberg for Halloween. So
I'll have to buy you the black.
Like I said, I shaved today, and I had the goatee at first. I'm like, I might be seeing this sometime soon, so maybe I should just get used to it. But he's gonna be Lex Luthor. Don't you worry about it. They even made a fake.
I'm not worried about it, but you should.
I'm not. I'm really not.
I could go either way, so.
It wouldn't have been reported if it wasn't true. It's just publicity, so it doesn't want to take away from Breaking Bad. But,
well, speaking of biopic movies, there's another one to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long time in the making.
Yep.
Finally gonna happen.
A lot of people are gonna be excited about this.
Tupac
Shakur
is finally gonna be happening.
Yeah. Well,
and the rumor right now is Michael B. Anthony is slated to play him. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan, who was in Fruitvale Station. There you go. And he was in Chronicle. That was the other one. Yeah, he's I didn't see Fruitvale Station. I heard a lot of good things.
Good movie.
It won Sundance. He's an upcoming star. I got a story about him later about another potential role, but I mean, he kind of does look like Tupac a little bit. I mean, I could see it. I mean, just put the bandana on him, set.
Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting story because I mean he's been gone for 20 years now, and like
crazy.
Just passed not that long ago.
People, still talking about him. His music's still big.
Yeah, I mean
he was associated with Biggie, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I mean, and
West Coast.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's going to be. I mean, Notorious kind of had that little East Coast West Coast thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be
yeah.
associated in there somehow. But
He was like actually Notorious was actually shot down a year after Tupac, but like obviously the movie came out about him, which was phenomenal.
yeah, Notorious was. It was actually really enjoyable. I didn't think I would have I didn't think I was gonna
Well,
like
yeah, when I
it.
first saw it, I was like, oh god, it
No.
sounds like an interesting movie, like an idea, but like at first I was like, I don't know, but
It
then
was pretty good, and the,
I
and the
sit
guy
down and
that
watch it,
and
I'm
the
like,
guy that
damn.
played Biggie Smalls, he's not a bad actor.
Biggie
So.
Smalls, Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. I can't even remember the guy that played him, but he's it was pretty good, and I think Tupac will be just as successful and on the same level as Notorious.
oh yeah, it's definitely gonna make it the money.
Maybe even better because I mean Michael B. Jordan's kind of already he's rising, so he's kind of a little established already. But
They should just have the hologram Tupac
Yeah.
from Coachella to just be in that movie.
it would. I mean, it looked real enough. I mean,
well, yeah, it did.
Chain was moving. Everything.
yeah, it was. That was legit. I mean, they should do that more often with.
I know, I saw that. I was like, damn, that's tight.
But I think Michael B. Jordan will definitely be a good fit.
Yes. Well, we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, some cinema facts. So, don't go away. The mess around.
All right, Ray Charles.
Everybody do the mess around.
I don't know. That's
She's
kinda-
hot.
She really is.
Hi.
Good actress. Won the Academy Award.
I'm looking forward to that.
American
the-
Hustle.
Well, not only that,
Oh.
but the next Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, we'll talk
Just
about.
to see her in those tight outfits.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the sequel to that here very
She
shortly.
has Mystique too in the new X-Men.
Yeah.
So she's
Never thought I'd be attracted to blue.
She's got a lot of good roles coming up though. The cast of the Goonies were not allowed to see the pirate ship before the scene was shot. When they did see it, some of the kids said, "Holy shit!" The scene had to be reshot with the kids not cursing.
I probably would have still been like, oh my fucking god.
I could just picture Chunk saying, "Holy shit!" I really.
Yeah.
I mean that's smart.
I can already, I can visualize that, and then Slav going,
Jesus, man, that was pretty good. But I mean, I
I
like.
like Kermit though.
Yeah, you want to Kermit?
it's not easy being green, alright? You happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy
I'm
now.
gonna go do some more blue.
All right, have fun. But
You got some for me, man?
Oh, we got Pablo Escobar in the house.
I like how they do that though. They got a natural reaction, but they had to reshoot it anyways because they cursed in it. But that's smart when they do stuff like that. Get natural reactions from the actors. The strange music that plays during a Joker scene in The Dark Knight was inspired by the sound a razor blade makes on a piano wire.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
That's kind of weird.
I heard about that.
Razor blade on a piano wire. That's kind of weird.
I don't remember where I read that, but I heard that. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously someone has a lot of free time on their hands.
Yeah. let's just play with razor blade and piano wire. And
See what we come up with.
hey, man, it made the scene a lot more
Very
eerie.
intense,
Yeah, it was.
Kind of made the hair on the back of your neck stand out.
Yeah, definitely. And just the presence of Heath Ledger, like, oh my god, that was a great role.
It's
all-
the
it's
first
all
scene that they shot with
part
Michael
of the
Caine
plan.
and Joker
Yeah.
was when he shows up at Bruce Wayne's penthouse thing.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Caine said that it completely scared the crap out of him.
Oh yeah, that was the first time we seen him.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, that.
I remember, honestly, like I remember the first time I saw that movie, and I was just like blown away just
Yeah.
by like all his mannerisms and the way he acted.
That weird eye twitch that he does when he's at the table with like all the thugs.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Nah.
How about a magic trick?
Not great.
role of his life.
Oh yeah.
Won the Academy Award. But that is this week's weekly Cinema Facts.
Good job. Awesome stuff. Well, now we're gonna talk about trailer of the week.
And we actually saw this trailer when we went to go see Prisoners.
We did.
There was a lot of good trailers during.
I know. I think that was actually the first time where like
I wanted to see every one.
Yeah, like, and that's very rare.
Yeah, it is. But
For that to happen, because usually I'll see like maybe one or two, or if not like four, like
Yeah.
where I'm like, no,
but
that
every
one's
single
okay.
every
Yeah,
single
no.
one, I wanted to see every single one.
This week's trailer is The Counselor, which is a Ridley Scott film,
Mm-hmm.
which stars Brad Pitt, Michael Fassbender, Javier Bardem, Cameron Diaz, and Penelope Cruz.
I don't know, counselor. I don't know.
And it's about a lawyer who finds himself in over his head when he gets involved in drug trafficking.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that Ridley Scott like crow bird thing that he has, I was like, I'm down already.
Yeah.
And then you see the trailer and you're like, all right, I'm down.
Really good cast. If I'm not mistaken, it's based off a book,
Yeah.
and it's the author who wrote No Country for Old Men, which
Yes.
Javier Bardem starred in and won an Academy Award for. So
He
likes.
looks weird in the movie.
Yeah, his hair is
His
crazy.
hair's all spiky, and I'm like, damn, this is a different look for you.
Well, I mean, collaborating with the author who wrote No Country for Old Men, maybe we could see another Academy Award nomination for Javier Bardem because he is a damn good actor.
He plays a damn good
Oh
villain.
yeah, he does. No Country for Old Men and Skyfall.
That haircut he had in
No Country for Old Men. Yeah.
And he was really good in Skyfall too.
Yeah,
he was kind of like
He's a good villain.
He is.
He plays a good villain.
Yeah, gay Joker.
a okay, sorry, flamboyant Joker. He really was
Yeah.
when he was like rubbing up on his legs. and
Yeah.
stuff. He was crazy though. He was a crazy.
Yeah.
guy.
He plays a damn good
He
villain.
does. There's just certain actors who are made to play villains, and he's definitely one of
He
them.
definitely has that down.
I'm not
cold.
sure if he really is a villain in this movie or not, but
I don't know. Like more likely, he looks like just by his
don't-
appearance in the trailer. My guess would be he is probably maybe like a drug lord or
yeah, that's
obviously
way he's
one of those
dre-
people
yeah.
that is associated with dealing drugs.
yeah. The way he's dressed, I kind of got that impression also. But
that's what I'm guessing. Obviously, I don't think he's a lawyer.
but
I mean,
it should be if that's true. I mean, it's going to be an interesting role for Javier Bardem.
it look a damn good movie from what I can tell from the trailer. It looks good. October 25th is when it comes out. So
Yeah, check it out. I posted on Movie Talk Radio's Twitter page. So
trailer of the week.
trailer of the week, good trailer.
Back to the news. We're gonna talk about the Expendables 3 a little bit more now.
Poor Nick Cage.
Yeah, poor Nick Cage.
He needs work, and
he needs work, and he didn't get the part. I'm not sure why he didn't get a part, but someone actually took his spot now,
yeah,
and it's kind of a shocker because I never in my life would have imagined this ever happening. Kelsey Grammer takes a role in Expendables 3.
yeah. Little.
I can't even see that.
That was kind of out of left field, I think.
I can't even see it either, but
Can't see that. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like Kurt Russell being a part of Fast and Furious, and he's a part of it. They actually released a picture of that today.
Yeah.
Looks weird.
Vin Diesel's been releasing pictures lately of them on set.
Yeah, but I mean Kelsey Grammer. I think of that, and I think of him still being on
Frasier.
on Frasier and whatnot. Like to be in the Expendables movie, like
They're racking up anybody and everybody and
Except for
anybody
Nick Cage.
except for Nick Cage. Who needs it most?
I don't know. It's weird to think that. I mean,
Yeah.
but they are filming.
Yep.
Harrison Ford in there and whatnot. Apparently they had a Jason Statham, or however you pronounce his last name.
Statham?
Jason Statham. I guess had a
Say your last name.
near death experience
Did he?
on set.
What happened? Do you know exactly what happened?
Yeah, actually, Terry Crews mentioned it on which show was it? I think it was No,
Oprah.
no.
Oprah. Yeah, Oprah.
I want to say it was the Jay Leno show, Tonight Show. He was basically explaining like everyone like the scene was Jason was in a truck, and for some reason the truck malfunctioned or whatever, and like started rolling back into the Black Sea.
Oh damn.
And like Terry was like screaming, like kind of like a girl, like "Oh my God, Jason, no!" Swam out like nothing. The truck sank. He came out like, but yeah,
He came out holding the truck in one hand.
No, he came out all wet, just like kind of like shooken up a little bit, but
Wow. That seems to
they kind
happen.
of like all just looked like he changed dry clothes, and the basically the director or someone said like, "Okay, we're gonna reshoot," and like Terry Crews is like, "Really? We just had like a near death experience."
Yeah, they're even everybody on that crew is just, they're tough.
Yeah, but Terry Crews after that basically said that Jason is a fucking badass.
Yeah, apparently. But that seems to be happening a lot where people are having, accidents on set. I mean, some guy that plays a walker on The Walking Dead got ran over by a car, and they had to shut down production for a few days. So, I mean, it seems to be happening everywhere.
That just sucks.
Gotta be careful, man. But let's talk a little Disney here. They parted ways with a longtime producer, kind of well, I guess not too unexpected after the Lone Ranger's failures over the summer. But Jerry Bruckheimer, who, if you are a Pirates of the Caribbean fan, that name might sound familiar to you because he produced all of them. So, and he also produced this past summer's box office bomb, The Lone Ranger. But after a long tenure, they're going to part ways starting at the start of 2014. And it's kind of like the partnership that Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures had before Legendary Pictures decided to sign a partnership with Universal. Warner Brothers and Legendary Pictures are still going to produce 300 Rise of an Empire and Godzilla together. And even though Bruckheimer's going to be parting ways with Disney, they're still going to be producing Pirates of the Caribbean 5 together.
Yeah, I heard this.
Even after they stripped away his final cut rights, which a lot of people think might be a reason why they're parting ways, and they're also planning to do another National Treasure sequel together.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I mean, that's kind of weird how that still happens. They're not, they part ways.
You
but
cost
they still,
us a lot of money
they
in
still
that
do
Lone
it.
Ranger. You're fired, but we're gonna call you when we're doing National Treasure.
Because I saw it, and I didn't think it was bad, and I enjoyed it.
You saw the Lone Ranger?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
A lot of people they thought it was more about Johnny Depp's character. A lot of people thought
It seemed like it was more focused on Tonto than it was the Lone Ranger.
It was more of, not necessarily like an origin story of the Lone Ranger, but showed how he kind of became the Lone Ranger.
I don't know. I just heard a lot of people complain about the
spent,
writing.
I know that the writing
It
was
was way over budgeted.
Yeah, way over budgeted.
And they lost a lot of money on it. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people suggest that it's because of the Lone Ranger, and then Disney said, "Oh, that's not why." But then after that happened, they took away final cut rights from Jerry Bruckheimer. So in retrospect, it had everything to do with the Lone Ranger. Even though, I mean, of course, Disney's going to deny and say that's not the reason, but
they're like, "Oh no, that's not it."
But yeah, it is. So I mean,
honestly, they should have had the. I mean, like, how many Pirates movies have they done now with Bruckheimer?
Too many.
I think that also kind of played a factor in it there. I mean, you can't. To me personally, I don't think you can really have the full blame on Bruckheimer. Disney's partly responsible too for not realizing that they should have quit while they were ahead.
He had it though for like the longest time.
Because honestly, if you think about it, like all those Pirates movies, the Lone Rangers, I mean, Bruckheimer is a big part of all those movies, as was Johnny Depp. So it's like, are you gonna cut his tenure now too?
I don't know, but I mean, it's funny. I mean, and I just pulled up a story that now Jerry Bruckheimer is going to receive the American Cinema Award after all this happens. So I don't know. I don't know where he's going to.
Him, I'd be like, fuck you, Disney.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to end up, but
I actually did not say that. I actually did not say that, Disney. So please don't come after me.
Yeah, that was from the perspective of Jerry Bruckheimer, but still going to see.
Jerry's got a gun to my head right now. It's the only reason why I said it.
Yeah.
The Mickey Mouse from South Park's gonna come in and just slap you around.
Oh shit, that was pretty good. That was a good one. But
Jonas Brothers.
yeah, we will still see Jerry Bruckheimer's name in the credits of Pirates 5 and.
Please stop making those movies.
Yeah, seriously, and potentially a National Treasure sequel.
Honestly, like, you should just scrape the whole Pirates theme, because honestly, it's probably just going to be just as bad as the Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
If they scrape it though, they might do like a reboot or like a reimagining.
I don't know.
Or one of those.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you. I mean, with the way we're seeing reboots come almost every week, it seems like.
They'll go to the
Spin-off.
the meeting room and be like, okay, we did Haunted Mansion, we did Pirates. What other ride in Disney can we do?
Well, Matterhorn's gonna.
Matterhorn, yeah, has already been done. What else have we got?
Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. We could possibly do. I don't know.
A bunch of Disney attractions you can mess with there, but I don't know. We're gonna start of 2014. Disney and Jerry Bruckheimer no more.
I mean, Jerry had it though for a while there.
He did.
He was. As soon as you saw that name, you're like, dude, I gotta go see this.
It's
gonna be a good one.
He was on the
personally,
ball on Pirates 1.
First Pirates 1 was good.
Yeah.
I still like the National Treasure franchise.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go see the third one whenever that happens.
Hopefully Nick Cage can keep his role in that.
Yeah.
And his hair.
Or maybe Kelsey Grammer will take that role.
Yeah, that would be so bad if like anything that Nick Cage does now.
Kelsey Grammer
takes it over, even in death.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that was probably a cruel joke. I'm sorry.
It's all right. But moving on here to you mentioned the Hunger Games earlier. Catching Fire, the sequel, which comes out in just about 2 months from now. And I don't know who has this job crunching numbers and predicting how much money a movie will make, but apparently Alan Gold is one of those guys who works for the investment.
How much do they pay for the name Gold?
Right.
He works for the investment group called Evercore, and he's been crunching numbers like crazy, and he's predicting that Catching Fire will make $375 million domestically and another $575 million internationally, which would bring the grand haul for roughly $950 million. So it's...
I want to know what happens if he's wrong.
He gets fired. No, but they're thinking it could gross about $1 billion, which is what Star Wars is projected to make Marvel's The
Well, see, I don't
Avengers.
remember how much the first one made, but it was very well.
Yeah, it's
Very well done.
If he predicts right, it will mean that the second film would see a 35% increase in box office earnings from the first film. So it's looking like
Definitely, I already know it's going to be like the next big franchise,
Yeah,
like Harry
it-
Potter. I know that for a fact.
yeah, it's a lucrative
I know
franchise.
some people
right
were
now.
like not into it, but you know what? It's different. It's good. It's got Jennifer Lawrence in it, and she's hot. So I'm there.
And this one's got Philip Seymour Hoffman in it, who's a fantastic actor.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, it's
Woody Harrelson.
who apparently
Elizabeth Banks.
he's actually drunk in a lot of these
Yes.
scenes. Really got into his character, but I don't know.
Going all out.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Well, moving right along, we talked about the Dark Knight trilogy being out on DVD. A lot of special features on it. They actually released some of it all over the internet, believe it or not. We talked about it off air. They actually have Christian Bale's audition for Batman on there, and he actually is wearing the bat suit from Batman Forever, Val Kilmer's bat suit.
Which was very surprising to see.
And believe it or not, what I kind of find funny out of this whole thing is Nolan, in an interview, says one of the main reasons why he hired Nolan, or not Nolan, but Christian Bale, hired himself. I'm playing Batman. The main reason why he hired Christian Bale to play Batman was the voice.
The voice that everybody makes fun of. And why do I kill me? That parody, that's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Enunciate!
I don't hear
English?
Well, yeah, that's-
words. I don't.
That's one of the main reasons why he
Yeah.
got the role, was because of the voice. Like disguising the voice between Bruce Wayne and Batman. I actually watched the audition. Had Amy Adams.
Yeah,
I
it had
believe it was.
Amy Adams, which was really surprising because she went on to be the love interest in Man of Steel. So
Yeah,
another DC
but,
temple.
Said the exact same lines he did in the movie. Thought it was well done.
I wonder if because they had Amy Adams doing the audition, if they had planned for her to be in the movie at one point.
Either that or she was auditioning. Who knows?
I don't know.
And
And then there was
they had another one where they had Anne Hathaway in a Catwoman prototype. Wasn't as hot as the one in the film, but whoa.
And then there was
and then they had Cillian
Murphy in the bat suit.
Yeah, in
he
the bat
auditioned
suit.
he auditioned for Batman.
Yeah.
Which was weird to see.
Yeah, honestly, like
It
I
didn't-
couldn't really
it
tell the
didn't- it
difference. I was
didn't-
like, you have the mouth look that like every other Batman has, which you got that down, but you play a better Scarecrow. You play a better villain overall, in my opinion.
Christopher Nolan seemed to like him because
Kept him around.
used them in Inception. And
He plays a good villain, honestly.
He's gonna be in Interstellar.
He's another one that
he's
plays
pretty
a
good
damn
actor.
good villain.
Yeah. But
If you have not seen
yeah.
If you have not seen Red Eye, I recommend you see that because he plays a damn good villain in that one
with
too.
Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
Yeah, that was another actor.
Yeah. That. Oh my God.
Another actor who's
like
meant
how
for
he was
villain
just like-
roles.
And he's just like walking around with
Yeah.
a pin in his throat.
He's no big deal.
And nobody paid attention to him.
But yeah, that was we should post a video.
Well, I probably will, but going on about this, Christian Bale isn't only the first actor to make Bruce Wayne and Batman voice distinctly from each other. Michael Keaton actually used a gruff yet almost sensual tone when he played Batman.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder how Ben Affleck's gonna handle that situation.
Oh yeah, see that's another thing. Like we've talked about this almost, I think, like every goddamn week now.
Yep.
Well,
everybody's talking about it.
Wouldn't be my first choice, but me personally,
Yeah.
everyone's saying you don't really got to worry much about playing Batman.
Yeah,
you got to play Bruce Wayne.
Exactly.
Me personally, I think it's the opposite.
I don't. Not at
do.
all.
Like me personally, I think like he's got the look down as Bruce Wayne. I think down cold. It's me personally. It's how he acts in the suit.
It's mostly action in the suit, though. It's
I'm
the Bruce Wayne part.
I'm
He
not
needs to
talking about the
nail.
action. Anyone can freaking run around in the bat suit
Well, that's all it is.
doing punches. Well, not necessarily.
Yeah,
There's
it's two things. It's the voice and the Bruce Wayne role.
That's what
the main thing.
That's what I'm getting at is the voice of Batman. How is he gonna go about the voice of Batman?
That's the only concern in the bat suit.
That is the out of all things. I have no doubt in my mind he'll be fine in playing as Bruce Wayne and not wearing the bat suit. It's the voice. How he does the voice as Batman is what's gonna define him as Batman.
Maybe he should just do the Boston accent that he did in Good Will Hunting. That'll be the distinct separation there.
It's not who we are underneath.
Oh shit!
Or whatever.
Christian Bale here.
That was.
But what we do,
You can be Batman.
defines us. It's all part of the plan.
I want to know what the deal with psychotic.
But I don't know. It's I think he'll do good.
Yeah.
Moving along here.
Yes, my favorite segment now on the show. Unscripted movie scenes.
I thought the cinema effects was your favorite.
Well, that is, but now because this is mine. This is my baby.
This is your baby?
This is my baby.
And you know the guy who knows the guy who knows the other guy.
Should I just play that clip?
No. You posted on Facebook. That was good enough.
I did.
Yeah.
I have two. One is from Zoolander. I'm not sure if you've seen that movie. I have.
It's been a while.
Kind of a weird movie, funny, but
Making a sequel
good.
to that, right?
There's been talks. I'm not sure if anything's official, but there's been rumors.
What is this? A school for ants?
Well, and the scene I'm talking about involving former hand model J.P. Pruitt, which is played by David Duchovny, and the dim-witted male model Derek Zoolander, which is played by Ben Stewart Pruitt, a conspiracy theorist, explains how the fashion industry has been behind every high-profile political assassination of the last 100 years. Zoolander asks, why male models? Pruitt answers with a lengthy explanation, after which Zoolander responds again with, why male models? Stiller actually forgot his original line in the script and just repeated his previous line instead. This prompted Duchovny to ad-lib his response, are you kidding? I just told you like a minute ago. The scene ends up reinforcing the movie's narrative of the brainless male model stereotype, and Stiller turned a gaffe into one of the funniest parts of the film. Not to mention he was the director of the film, so he can get away with it.
One thing.
Yes.
I think you just said Ben Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Did I?
Yeah. I think you combined the two names there. Very interesting. But
Yes.
Ben Stiller, yeah. See, Ben Stiller, who directed the movie, even they forget their own lines.
Yes.
But it's kind of, see, I need to meet this guy that you get this shit from, because that's pretty. Is there like
inside information?
Is there like I mean, what happens when you run out of unscripted movie scenes?
Oh, I have other
sources.
Other sources. Like
once I'm
done with the 32 unscripted movie scenes, I have other things I can bring in.
I got
that.
you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run out because the guy I know has a lot of material for me.
Because I've been thinking about that with On This Day in History. Like, I'm gonna run into certain things.
That's gonna be the same
thing, yeah. But I mean, at the time, I'll forget that I even said it. But
what about male models?
yeah.
But yeah, I will not run out of material. Lastly, the second one is actually from Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Since we talk about a lot of Star Wars, and the scene I'm talking about is when Han Solo is about to be encased in carbonite. Princess Leia reveals her love for him. The script called for Leia to say "I love you," to which Solo was supposed to respond with "I love you too." Ford decided that Solo wouldn't say something like that, and instead changed the line to simply "I know."
That sounds more like Han Solo to me.
Not to mention it's direct to the point.
I saw this weird picture that they took on, I think it was Mars or a planet, where it looked like Han Solo in carbonite. It looked like they were like, oh my god, it's Han Solo in Mars.
The fucking coolest thing I saw where I was like, Jesus Christ, I want to know how much that costs and like where the fuck did you get it made at? Because it was awesome.
The fridge thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
They had a refrigerator with him.
Wow.
And like I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that is like the best freaking refrigerator for a man cave ever.
Man, I wonder how much that cost. Probably upwards in the thousands somewhere.
I literally wanted to like find out where that is, find the guy.
Why haven't I seen this?
Like, if I had to.
Where did you see it?
I think I saw it on Facebook something.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. I don't remember where, but I wish I like could find like an address. I'd go over his house and freaking boost it if I could.
Oh yeah, invite yourself over and then just walk out.
Walk out.
Yeah, just hold it on your shoulder.
Well, in that case, then I'm gonna have to kill him like Dexter does and hack him up into pieces.
There you go. Damn.
Yes.
Wow. So that Family Guy, when they not made fun of Star Wars, but when they did the Star Wars thing, when they're putting Peter into
Oh yeah, and he
I think.
farts.
Farts. I think he flips off Lois too, or something.
Yeah, he flips off Lois before he gets into the thing, but then when he gets out, he farts.
Haven't they talked about doing more of those? The Star Wars?
I think so.
Yeah, that would be.
Make your peeps poops, Jesse.
I think he does it better. Go for it.
What should I say?
I don't know.
Awesome. Oh, see, I can't do it now. I got eyes on me.
All right, I
gotta do it all randomly.
Such a fun ass.
Got some popsicles in my basement. Got a whole face full of popsicles.
Man, I need to get an impersonation.
Get your fat ass back here.
All right.
Moving right along.
Well, since you just mentioned Star Wars, from here on out, it's all Star Wars here. So, we're gonna talk about Chewbacca.
I can't do it right now.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just shut up.
All right. There's been a post that which a lot of people think that they're looking for a specific actor, and here's the description: male, 7 foot to 7'3" feet tall, with a slim, thin build and upright posture, not too worked out or too thick set, especially in the shoulders. Broad facial features would be a bonus. The casting call is officially for an untitled studio feature, but it's got the production of early 2014, and it's got production date and Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams. So obviously,
How come they're not getting this person that played Chewbacca before?
Unfortunately, the original Chewbacca actor, Peter Mayhew, he recently underwent knee surgery and is unable to reprise his role. So
Give him that knee brace from Dark Knight Rises.
yeah, they should hook him up with
Damn, that
some Wayne
sucks.
Enterprises.
So I need
gear.
someone that's tall. That sucks.
Yeah,
Get Shaquille O'Neal.
7 foot tall. That's. I mean, good. I mean,
Too bad Andre the Giant wasn't alive.
yeah.
Anybody want to paint it? I found 3 horses in case we find the lady.
Hi, lady. A slim, thin build, so that would definitely.
Yeah, good
exclude
luck
Andre-
finding that one.
Yeah, I don't know who they're.
That's
gonna
gonna be
get.
tough.
I like how it's I don't know why an untitled studio feature, but it's got Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, so you automatically know what it is, even with the untitled studio feature. Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams. What the fuck could that be? Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean, obviously with Han Solo gonna be in the movie, there's obviously gonna be Chewbacca.
You can't have Han without Chewie.
Exactly. So
It's Chewie and Han. Hey, that'd be an interesting TV
Chewie
show.
and Han.
Chewie and Han!
I wonder if because last week we talked about doing origin stories and possibly Han Solo. I wonder if they would have How I
Honestly,
Met
I wouldn't be
Chewie.
surprised because, like, before we were doing our show, like, I looked at see if there's any other new stuff, and they actually had something about Batman being turned into a television
Oh
series.
yeah, I saw that too. I don't.
Hopefully not like Adam West, like, I'm gonna be back on TV.
Yeah, where they're on the beach and shit. The thing we watched.
Yeah, what the hell?
That was weird. But moving right along to more Star Wars news, and this is where I talked to you about the Freddy Krueger thing here. Freddy Krueger and Star Wars, you think had the two mixed. But at this year's National Comic Expo, Robert Englund not only told the crowd that Mark Hamill is training for his role in Star Wars Episode 7, but he dropped a bomb when he said this. I got to read for Han Solo in Star Wars. Well, I didn't get the part because I was too young, but while I was there, I read the descriptions of the other characters. So I went home. I had a little apartment up in the hills right near CBS Studios where Mark Hamill, my part-time roomie, was starring in a show called The Texas Wheelers with Mary Tyler Moore and with Gary Busey. And Mark was on my couch with a Heineken in one hand and a slab of cold pizza in the other. So I said, Mark, I think you might be right for this Luke Skywalker, explained Englund. He got the phone, and the rest was history. So...
Wow.
That's kind of weird. I mean, Robert Englund read for the role of Han Solo, but he kind of he got Mark Hamill to play Luke Skywalker. So kind of weird. Never do that.
Well, yeah, I know when they were doing Star Wars, George was having a hard time finding someone to play Han Solo, and Harrison Ford was not even really originally. He was there just to build sets.
Yeah, and Han Solo actually came to George Lucas saying, "I want to play Han Solo," and finally let him do it. I mean, he was in American Graffiti, so. George Lucas knew of him, obviously, because he was in American Graffiti, but he thought he wasn't right for the role. But now you can't picture anybody else but Harrison Ford. Continuing on with more Star Wars, J.J. Abrams, in a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, he spoke about Episode 7 and addressing the spirit and tone of Episode 7. Abrams said, "Impossible for me to say because it's going to be an evolving thing. I would say we are working really hard to make a movie that feels as emotional and authentic and exciting as possible. Whatever your favorite Star Wars movie is and how to compare it is really sort of subjective. As to the staggering amount of helpful suggestions people have been throwing, online about what they want to see in the movie. As regards to what Abrams want to do with Episode 7, the director offered, it's been nice to see how important it is and to be reminded how important it is to so many people. We all know that George Lucas's dream has become almost a religion to some people. I remember reading a thing somewhere someone wrote about just wanting the new film to feel real, to feel authentic. I remember I felt the way when I was 11 years old, and when I saw the first one, as much as a fairy tale it was, it felt real, and to me that is exactly right. So he wants to make sure it feels...
It's got the same formula to
Yeah,
it.
it's got to feel real. And I mean, in Star Trek, it kind of felt like a possibility because, it took place, 2,000 years from now, and, they had Earth, and, they showed, like, San Francisco, and it seemed like a possibility. But, of course, they don't have Earth in Star Wars, but... It's going to be kind of difficult to, make it feel authentic a little bit because it doesn't seem possible.
I mean,
in
honestly,
reality.
as long as he keeps the same formula, like the same planets and whatnot, like Tatooine and whatnot.
And they're gonna be bringing in new planets as well. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, like he has a little bit more open range on this one because I mean, yeah, there's no Earth, but like honestly, if he keeps it the same, like George Lucas did, and like
adds to it.
adds to it. I mean, who knows the possibility and how much amazements we're gonna get from it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine just because it's JJ and
yeah,
it's JJ. That's what
he's a sci-fi genius.
You can just give him something and be like, all right, I'll just watch it whenever it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Star Trek and look how he conquered that one. It was spot on. And
I mean, honestly, it just shows you right there how well he did with Star Trek. I mean, leave Star Trek to do Star Wars. A lot of people weren't happy about that because he was phenomenal at Star Trek.
And I mean, at the time that they were trying to get a director for this, now I couldn't picture anybody else doing this. I mean, he's the perfect guy. I mean, he really is a sci-fi guru right now in Hollywood. So, but hopefully we get an authentic feel for Star Wars Episode 7. All right, we mentioned Michael B. Jordan gonna play Tupac, but he actually recently auditioned along with David Oyelowo. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Who was in Lee Daniels' The Butler, which you saw, and he played the son.
Yeah, he played one of the sons.
Well, obviously, we know that film's going to be nominated for Academy Awards, but him and Michael B. Jordan recently auditioned for a Star Wars role. It's kind of unknown what role they auditioned for, but apparently, yeah,
maybe someone related to Mace Windu.
Maybe, but apparently, Michael B. Jordan is said to have actually met personally with J.J. Abrams, so there might be a little seriousness going on there. He actually sat down and met J.J. Abrams personally, but like I said, nobody knows what roles they're up for. But like I said, that could be huge for Michael B. Jordan playing Tupac.
Who they should bring
Star
in
Wars.
to Star Wars?
Who?
Hurley from Lost.
Oh, totally. That big guy, Jorge Garcia, is that his name?
Yeah. I don't know why. You just picture like one of those Jedi like robes
Maybe he
over
could play
his...
Jabba the Hutt or something.
That's fucked up.
Hey, he was in that.
Has he done anything after Lost?
Yeah, I've seen him on a lot of television shows.
He was in that Steve Jobs thing with Justin Long, which was.
I've seen him in television shows. He
was in Alcatraz.
Yeah, he was on that.
Which got canceled after one season.
He had a small part in How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing mostly TV.
Yeah, he was on Californication.
Yeah.
He's been getting work.
Bits and bobs.
I mean, out of all of them, I think like besides him, like it's been Matthew Fox, getting a couple movie parts here and there. Josh Holloway.
Yeah.
Battle of the Year.
Yeah.
Maybe no more after his last film that he just did, but and then what's her face?
Kate. She was in The Hobbit.
Yeah, she doing the Hobbit movie.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that's pretty much.
Oh, when we went to go see Insidious, they had there's that Once Upon a Time show, or whatever that I think J.J. Abrams co-created.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a new one with Alice in Wonderland, and Saeed's in it.
Yeah, Saeed. I forgot about him.
Which I mean, I haven't seen him in anything, but all right, you want to be in a Alice in Wonderland TV show, okay?
Hey, whatever gets you paid, shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. That'd be kind of cool if Michael B. Jordan did Tupac and then was in Star Wars. So he's definitely got a lot of gigs, possibly. continuing on with Star Wars here. A couple weeks ago we talked about the rumor that Benedict Cumberbatch might be in Star Wars, and I'm praying to God that this happens, because Star Trek was. I finally got.
Have you seen that yet?
I finally saw
God.
it this past week, and wow, yeah, he was a. He's a damn good villain. He's a great actor. I've seen him where he's been the protagonist and the antagonist. He can do both. That just proves how good of an actor he is. But Abrams may have accidentally confirmed that.
Oh, nice.
That Cumberbatch might be in this film. It sounds like it. But Latino Review.
Hopefully, if he is confirmed officially.
Yeah.
He's playing a bad guy.
Yeah,
If he's playing a good guy, then like it's not like he plays a better bad guy. I think.
Latino Review, who's reported that he's like 100% part of Star Wars, but obviously no confirmation. But J.J. Abrams, he was quoted in a tweet by L.A. Times reporter, and it said, "We're working our asses off trying to get things in place with casting," and then he said, "Benedict Cumberbatch, I love that guy." So obviously, he's got a history with Star Trek. So the fact that, I mean, even Benedict Cumberbatch, he talked on it. He said there hasn't been an offer made yet, but yet. So
obviously he's waiting.
Yeah, he's talking with them. So I'm almost positive this is going to happen. And if it does, that's it's a huge addition if they get
Especially
Benedict
in
Cumberbatch.
Into Darkness, when he's wearing like the hood and he takes out like all the Klingons kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can already envision it.
Yeah, so you can already.
In my head, it already looks badass to me.
Yeah, he was really good in that movie, and he's got a lot of good movies coming out this fall. That's probably going to be Oscar contenders. But that is it for the news.
Yes, and we are down to the new releases, which we have 4 movies to talk about. One of them actually was supposed to be out last week, but for some reason they pushed it back.
A lot of movies are doing that for award season, like The Wolf of Wall Street, which is supposed to come out in November. They're talking about maybe a December release or early 2014.
Yeah,
so.
but we'll talk about one movie right now that I know ain't going to do too well.
I've never even heard of it.
Baggage Claim, which stars Taye Diggs and Jill Scott.
I don't know either one of them.
Again, I'm not going to say it because I said it off air, but my remark, what I said.
Yeah.
Just surprised Tyler Perry ain't in this one. Pledging to keep herself from being the oldest and the only woman in her entire family never to wed, Montana embarks on a 30-day, 30,000-mile expedition to charm a potential suitor into becoming her fiance.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, the look on your face is just like, huh?
I mean, I know who they are, but
I don't even know who they are.
Jill Scott used to sing. She was like a singer, and you said Taye Diggs?
Taye Diggs, yeah.
Taye Diggs is a cool guy.
Yeah, I had never even heard of this movie until I looked at
It's just
paper.
like that other movie.
Expendables not included?
No, not that one. The one they've been showing with Terrence Howard and whatnot. That one movie where it's him and like a couple other guys with the hats, like
I haven't even
The Holiday or whatever. I'm the only one that's seen that trailer, I guess?
Apparently.
Wow.
There's just those movies that seem to come out of nowhere without you knowing about
it's
it.
like if it's not Tyler Perry, then it's like these movies.
Yeah. Tyler Perry seems to be coming out with movies like
Well, that's what I'm saying, like
3 a year.
A movie like this is okay. Like I'm not being racist, but it's an all-black cast.
I knew when this came out this was gonna be racist.
I'm not being racist. I'm just saying, like movies like this, it's like if it's not Tyler Perry in it, then it's like it's these.
Yeah.
And like
I've never heard of
they
it.
never do very well unless it's Tyler Perry.
Unless you have to publicize your movie really well. And
yeah, or the Wayans brothers.
Yeah. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I don't know about this one at all. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 coming out. Didn't even see the first one.
No.
It's not good.
Not good?
It's not
Apparently
good.
it was good to them because they made a second one.
Yeah.
Don't even I love all the animated movies still. Like Up, of course.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
Well,
All
yeah, that's
Pixar.
Pixar. I mean,
yeah,
this
but
ain't Pixar.
They moved back a Pixar.
They moved back.
There's no Pixar movies next year. Not one. Yeah, that's like the first time that's ever happened. Kind of crazy, but
Kind of weird.
It had all that potential to be like a cool movie. I don't know. I just didn't.
Well, it stars Bill Hader, Anna Faris, and Will Forte.
And so you can tell right off the bat.
it just made me think of when Jonah Hill roasted Bill Hader about his T-Mobile commercials and how he's not getting any work, and he's in an animation movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's about Flint Lockwood, now works at the Live Corp company for his idol Chester V, but he's forced to leave his post when he learns that his most infamous machine is still operational and is turning out mincing food animal hybrids. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's.
I don't. Yeah.
What can you really say about that one?
Yeah, I don't know. Moving on.
Yeah, moving right along. One I've been waiting for quite some time. Don John.
Yeah, the directorial debut of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The trio wrote, directed, and starred in. Kind of
Yes.
rarity.
Obviously, like you said, it stars Joseph.
Yep.
Also has Scarlett Johansson,
Woo!
Julianne Moore, and Mr. Tony Danza.
Yeah, I like that combo. Tony Danza.
He plays
just
his dad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays the dad. It's about a New Jersey guy dedicated to his family, friends, and church, develops an unrealistic expectations from watching porn, and works to find happiness and intimacy with his potential true love.
Yeah, it looks. It seems like it's kind of a little bit of reality, kind of.
It
What
is
it's
a little bit of reality.
Yeah. Girls kind of getting lost in the love movies and thinking that could be a reality and stuff.
Like Twilight. Or something.
Yeah. And then
It's more to
guys
that.
in
Like,
their
honestly,
porn.
the girls always want the happy ending. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, honestly, that's a two-way thing here. Like, they always go for the type of guys that
yeah,
just are not like,
they want the guys in the movies,
yeah.
and the guys want the girls in the porn. That's what. It's an interesting.
It is an interesting
Interesting
take.
premise, yeah.
Like, I want to see this movie
I do too.
to see, like,
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh
well,
yeah,
not only that, but just the fact
she's my
that,
favorite.
I mean, like, that whole storyline, that's like, it's never really been done before.
I don't like her accent. I don't like the way she talks. I know it's in New Jersey, but I just don't like it on her. I don't know.
Showbiz.
Yeah.
And the movie that was supposed to come out last week, now that's coming out this week, is Rush, the Ron Howard film.
Oh, man.
Yeah, with Chris Hemsworth and Olivia Wilde.
I,
The recreation of the merciless 1970s rival between Formula One rivals James Hunt and Niki Lauda.
Yeah, see,
Race car driving.
this
It's
movie.
rated R too.
For Ron Howard film, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, a guy gets burned.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nominated for Oscars, I think. I don't think it's going to be, like, Best Picture. But
No.
It'll get nominated for some Academy Awards, but... See, I'm already going against my predictions here a little bit.
See, I haven't even wrote mine down, but me personally thinking about it, and I know one of these fucking movies is going to screw me over.
Well, then, if you're then just don't do it then.
No, because honestly, whichever one I do, it's going to be the opposite. So it's not, to me, I already know I'm going to get it wrong, but I'm going to say Don John will be at number 1.
Ooh, see. I don't know.
Because a lot of people.
Yeah, I know.
Number 2, I'm going to have Rush. Number 3, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And number 4, Prisoners.
Okay, because see, at number 4, I have Insidious 2. I have Prisoners Falling Off.
Really?
Yeah,
Completely off.
Yeah, at number 3, I have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And this is where I might change it. At number 2, I have Rush, and then at number 1, I have Don John. Because I've heard a lot of, females and males say they want to see Don John. But then I think about Rush, and, like, it's been publicized a lot, and it could be an Academy Award nominated film, but man, I really don't know. It's a tough one. I guess I'm gonna have to keep it with the way it is. Don John number 1 and Rush 2, but I don't know. I feel like that might be flopped.
I kind of have something different from all you guys, except for number 2 with Rush. I think I'm gonna have Prisoners at number 1,
Wow.
Rush at number 2, Don John at number 3, and The Family at 4.
Really? You think the animated film Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs won't be in there?
It
Me
probably- it
personally,
probably
like,
will be,
anytime-
but what do you
Anytime, I swear to God, anytime there's an animated film now, I'm putting it in the top 4 because
Yeah.
every time I don't, it ends up
Yeah, I know.
slapping me in the face.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
That's a bold prediction, my
that's a
friend.
bold
That is a
prediction.
bold prediction.
Prisoners. I don't know.
Yes.
We all got something different, so we'll see.
And we're all gonna get it wrong.
Probably, yeah.
It's gonna be Baggage Claim at number 1.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What would you do if it was? That would just make us look ridiculous. The all black cast came through. I don't know. I don't even.
I don't really see
I
that
don't-
happening, but then again,
I see it being like number 7.
if that actually does happen, then I'll be like, okay, hell is actually frozen over.
Yeah.
We actually had a question too from Twitter.
Yes.
Can we say his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, say his name.
It's at Sean Ambler. Hopefully I'm saying that right, buddy. But he wanted to know what we thought of, because he talked about Tom Hardy last week.
Yes.
He wants to know what we think about him being like Mad Max. So
Well, I think.
I really don't remember a whole lot of the original Mad Max,
Yeah.
but anything that Tom Hardy's in, he's a fucking badass.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's
Pretty golden, so, yeah.
he's a badass. He's built like a truck. He's perfect for the role, and George Miller's directing it, and I think that's a pretty good combination right there. And there's no plot yet, so I mean they're kind of keeping it under wraps a little bit, but it comes out next year too, so I'm surprised there's no plot. But
It comes out next year, and they still don't have a.
they don't have. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have a plot.
They just haven't released
They haven't
it.
just they haven't released it, but Tom Hardy. I mean, anything Tom Hardy's in, I'm there because he's proved to be a good actor, and like I said, he's freaking huge.
Well, I also want to thank Sean Ambler as well as Ruth Sorio and David Iglesias for posting something on the Dexter thing I posted on Facebook.
Nice.
But
Follow us on Twitter
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
at Movie Talk Radio.
Yes.
Which got an Instagram too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got an
Instagram,
Instagram.
YouTube.
Movie
We're
Talk Radio.
practically on every social media except for Tumblr. So
Yeah, we're on YouTube now.
Yeah, we are on YouTube now.
Movie Talk
We're
Radio.
still experimenting with it. We had some problems with it
Yeah,
last
it
week.
cut out our theme song because it was copyrighted. We got a new theme song though this week, so there should be no problem. And it kind of
It distorted our audio a little bit. It kind of like made it sound really bad.
that should not be a problem this week though.
Hopefully not, but
So-
we don't know. We're like I said, we're still experimenting with it.
But keep the questions coming.
Yes, definitely keep the questions coming.
Follow us
Definitely
on Twitter.
pick up.
Thank you, Kenny Johnson.
Yes.
Yes.
Pick up Iron Man 3 and the Dark Knight trilogy now in a store near you. Definitely check out the new releases coming out. Rush, Baggage Claim, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Don John. Trailer of the week. Check that out.
Counselor.
Counselor. I don't know.
But other than that, that is our show for the week. Until then, watch the movies. And that is a wrap.
Yay! Bye, y'all.
Got some popsicles. Oh, that one.
Thank you for listening to the Stallion Radio Network.